Yo, what's up you guys, and welcome back to the Good Life YouTube with your host Jason Lopes. And today's an important topic. I'm outside, it's a nice little day today, a little change of scenery. But today's topic is on post-workout nutrition. So I think a lot of us have heard a bunch of information out there about how the world of fitness always tells us to cram in the protein immediately after the workout, and it's the single most important thing to get those gains really rolling, and that's gonna have the biggest impact on how you recover and how you build quality muscle. Well, I got something to dispute that off of a recent study I saw from the Journal of Applied Physiology. Check this out, pretty interesting. This will kind of rewire our thoughts, and that's the whole idea about today's rant, is to kind of get us thinking a little bit differently about protein and how it gets utilized in our body over time during our recovery. So check this. Here goes a study. They wanted to study about how the rate of protein synthesis increased over time from after a workout up through the whole recovery. So the study was set up by taking the rate of protein synthesis increase immediately after a workout, boom, up to 4 hours. So immediately after the workout to 4 hours, they wanted to see, okay, at what rate did protein synthesis increase? And then from that 4-hour time gap up to 24 hours, what happened there, okay? So the result of this little scenario, this little study they did, is that they saw that from the moment the workout was done up until 4 hours, there was a 50% increase in protein synthesis. Now mind you, protein synthesis means taking proteins and synthesizing them into muscle tissue. That's the fancy word for protein synthesis, that's what that means. So 50% increase from immediately after the workout to 4 hours. But the catch is, the big ringer is, from 4 hours to 24 hours, it actually went up to 109% increase, which is a lot. And that's from 4 hours up to 24 hours. So really, there was a bigger rate of protein synthesis, or things happening in turning proteins into muscle from 4 to 24 hours, more than from immediately after workout up to 4 hours. So this gets me thinking, why is post-workout nutrition harped on so hard, as far as put all your eggs in one basket and that post-workout nutrition so huge, rather than just saying, hey yo, over time after your workout, slowly the protein synthesis rises, so you need to be darn consistent in making sure you're getting in protein from the minute after you're done working out up into 24 hours, and this can span for some individuals all the way up into 48 hours. The whole recovery window our body is processing. Now the important thing that we have to know about our body is, again, nothing happens instantaneously. You just don't recover or our body builds muscle like that. It's a slow, continuous process. Our body has to put things together. So many cellular processes going on, and our body moves so slowly in repairing itself and putting together new muscle tissue and recovering all of our systems, that it makes sense that it would be more efficient to give ourselves consistent amount of protein coming throughout the day, rather than putting all of our eggs in one basket in these big chunks of protein intake. So hopefully this little cool study kind of opens up your train of thought, saying, you know what, yeah, maybe I shouldn't just put all my eggs in one basket and think about my major protein intake being after that workout, and rewiring myself to thinking, okay, I need to get protein throughout the day. Because there's another thing that we need to think about, and that is, can we even store protein? So if we get all this protein at one time, well, what happens throughout this whole kind of in between each meal? Well, either protein is utilized and synthesized through the high rate of protein synthesis, or technically it kind of passes right through us, because our body does a really bad job at storing protein. Because obviously we can store fat, we know that. Carbohydrate, yes, we can store in our muscle tissue and in liver, but when it comes to protein, it's really just stored as muscle. So we definitely don't want to tap into muscle as a storage unit to utilize. So therefore, again, even more proof to the pudding that we need to consistently get in protein, because we need to give protein as it's needed, because it can't store all in big chunks. So we can't take in 100 grams of protein and then store it for later and our body can still utilize it. It has to come in consistently so our body can use it as this protein synthesis curve is rising throughout the day and through that whole recovery cycle until we are done and ready to go fresh and up and at 'em. So some cool tips there for you guys. Think about that next time you guys are kind of putting together your nutrition and thinking about your meals and all that, etc. Because that post-workout nutrition, even though you do want to get something in after that workout because there is an increased rate of protein synthesis, the real thing is making sure we're staying very consistent through our whole entire recovery, because that synthesis only increases. So that's my rant for you today. Stay tuned for some more. Hope you got something out of this. Till next time.